All right, for today's deep dive, we're looking at a piece of hardware that really pushes the limits of what a cable can be. We're talking about the Kramer CLS-AOCU31 CC10. It's a USB-C cable that can cost you over $200.
Yeah.
And our mission today is to figure out, why? Why do you need this when standard copper cables just hit a wall?
Well, it really comes down to physics, pure and simple. You're trying to push a huge amount of data. We're talking USB 3.1 Gen 2 SuperSpeed plus SMON, so 10 gigabits per second.
A massive amount of data.
The massive amount. And with copper wires, the signal just degrades so quickly over distance. It's like, the signal integrity just falls off a cliff.
And that cliff is usually around, 3 meters, 10 feet?
Exactly. But this Kramer cable, it promises that full 10 Gbps speed from 3 meters all the way up to 15.2 meters.
50 feet. That's just...
Ah.
That's unbelievable for high-speed USB.
It is. And that's where you have to stop thinking of it as just a simple wire. It's really not.
So, okay, let's unpack that. 50 feet. How on earth are they pulling that off? It looks like a normal cable from the outside.
It does, but inside it's what they call a hybrid cable.
Hybrid, okay.
Yeah, so it uses 6 standard copper wires, but the really heavy lifting for that high-speed data, that's all done by OM2 fiber optics.
Fiber optics inside a USB cable.
Right. And here's where it gets really interesting. It has an active module, an OE converter, with a VCSE array. It's an active piece of electronics.
Hold on. So you're telling me there's a tiny converter inside the cable itself that's turning electricity into light?
That's the magic trick. It turns the data into light pulses, sends them down the fiber,
and then turns it back into electricity at the other end.
Wow. And that's the engineering marvel of it. They do all of that complex stuff while keeping it completely true plug and play.
So no external power brick or anything?
Nope. It just draws a tiny bit of power, a maximum of 400 milliwatts right from the USB source. And it's still backward compatible with old USB 2.0, 3.0, all of it.
But for over $200, you'd think this cable would do absolutely everything. And there's a really important catch for you to understand here.
There is. It's a big one. This cable is designed for one thing and one thing only: high-speed data transfer.
Just data?
Just data. It will not charge your devices. And, this is the most critical part, it does not support ALT mode signal.
And let's be super clear on that. Alt mode is how USB-C carries video, like DisplayPort or HDMI, right?
Precisely. So, if you're thinking of plugging in an external USB-C monitor with this, forget it. It just won't work.
So what's the use case then? This seems incredibly specialized.
It is. Think about things that need a perfect data stream over a long distance, like a high-end USB camera in a large studio or industrial sensors, maybe webcams in a huge conference room.
Ah, okay. So places where the device is 50 feet away, but that data stream cannot under any circumstances be compromised.
Exactly. The high prices for the distance and that guaranteed signal integrity, not for, versatility.
And I see they also built it to be tough.
They had to. I mean, if you're a pro running this through a ceiling or across a stage floor, it needs to survive. The source mentions a crush resistance of 500 newtons. It's designed to be stepped on.
Okay, so to sum it all up for you, if you need that insane 10 Gbps data speed over distances up to 50 feet, you have to leave copper behind. This hybrid optical solution gets it done by converting electricity to light, but the trade-off is a high price and a laser focus on data-only transfers.
And this brings up a really interesting question for the future. If even just getting USB data reliably across a room now requires active electronics and tiny lasers and fiber optics, what happens when we need to go beyond 10 gigs? How much more complex are our cables going to get? What other trade-off, like losing charging or video, will we have to accept just to plug things in? It's something to think about the next time you grab what looks like just a simple cable.